Welcome to Workshop Wednesdays with Tony Gambone, where you will learn how to build your business and take it to the next level. Brought to you by the Tough Talk Radio Network. Now here's your host, Tony Gambone.
All right, welcome to the show. As the lady said, my name is Tony Gambone. It's Workshop Wednesdays, and of course it is Wednesday, the 15th of July. That's right. We're way past the halfway point of the year 2015. We're into July, and by tomorrow it'll be August 1st. Time goes so quickly. A couple questions that I have for everyone today before we get to the excitable show that we're going to be having today. I'm really excited, super excited about my show today because of the two guests that are coming on board. The one guest that I have just met, well, she's got such energy, I can't contain myself. And my second guest, who's been on the show before, is also someone that really brings special stuff to the show. And I'm excited because we're always looking for people to come and energize the listeners, to kind of get them motivated to move forward in the right direction. And sometimes, I try my hardest every week, but it's not me that can do it. It's the people that come on the show that you can relate to that it's going to help you step forward and help someone else. So we're going to get to that in a little bit. I want to talk about some stuff that's going on here. As I mentioned, it's July 15th. And, in my newsletter, I was talking about vacations. It's summertime, right? We're supposed to take vacations, and all the entrepreneurs out there, solopreneurs, business owners, corporate executives, regular everyday folks, employees, moms, dads, the whole bunch of you. We always look forward to the summer so we can take a vacation because that's when our children are out of school. That's when we can justify doing a vacation. And a lot of us in business don't actually take vacations. Well, we plan this trip. We go with our family. We stay in a nice resort. But yet we seem to find a way to work at least an hour, which turns into 2.5 hours of time every day. And what a shame that we cannot discipline ourselves to balance that out where we do not work. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example so I don't hurt anyone's feelings, but you are out there, you know already that you're guilty. So I'm going to use myself. We run weekly radio shows here at Tough Talk Radio Network. And also part of Tough Talk Network is the business side. We run business networking groups locally here in the Houston area and outside the city of Houston. So, of course, twice a month I have to appear there, and it's my obligation. That's why people join. That's the whole process. I mean, I can come up with 1,000 great reasons why I shouldn't be there one day because I'm on vacation. But the truth of the matter is other people can take my place. I can train people to produce radio shows. Hey, will they be as good as me? No, I'm the best, right? But in reality, the show will still go on, and no one will know the difference because there's a routine to follow, and it's pretty easy because I do it every day. The fact is, if I'm planning a vacation in the first of the year for July or August or September, or whatever month I pick, I should also plan how I am going to be able to be present in the vacation with my family. Because, look, we get to start businesses over and over, year after year. We can try all different things. You do not get to replay the time with your family. It's just the way it is. So it's a choice that you need to make. What's number one on your list should be your family. I know we have to feed them. I know we have responsibilities. We have clients. We have all that blah, 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 blah. But the truth is, your number one most important thing in life should be your family. If it isn't, you're not going to be very successful in the places that really matter. I interviewed a lady recently that talked about life-work balance. Man, that's a complicated one because, we're passionate. We're in need. We want to be the best. We have to beat the other people. We got to do all these different things. But the truth of the matter is if you plan out your day only today, you'll be able to succeed today. If you're worrying about tomorrow already, well, you don't even know if you're going to be here tomorrow. So let's have the best today you can have. Let's not bring yesterday on board to today because usually doesn't mean that it went too well when we want to drag it forward. And if it went really good, Okay, great. Leave it there. Benchmark it. Done. Start a new day. You should have something somewhere that reminds you that why you're doing this, so your children can have a better life, so your spouse can enjoy the things that you guys had a dream of as you were falling in love. All the different things that come along, okay? That has to be number one. There's that saying, happy wife, happy life. Well, guys say that so that they can sound like, they're smart. But the truth of the matter is, if you take care of your home first, your family first, you will be better at everything else you do, because you cannot be good at anything unless you have personal growth. It's just the way it is, folks. And if you're not growing every day, if you're not learning every day, well, then guess what? You're not moving anywhere every day. You're in a position where you're stuck. Now, I know that money is the reason why everybody wakes up to go to work every day, because if they didn't need the money, they wouldn't work. Well, I don't believe that. I believe that people go to work because they like what they're doing. And if you're going to work and you don't like what you're doing, well, whose fault is that? Make the change. If you're a leader of your family, in your workplace, or of yourself, you have to make sure that the conditions are the way you want them. And the only way that can happen is for you to take action to do it. Now, is it easy? No. Is it going to happen overnight? No way. I had a conversation with a very smart lady today that told me that once you get into your 50s, you realize the benefits of everything that you've done. I've always said about men, they're bulletproof, right? They're just superstars, superheroes, until they get in their 40s and they recognize some dents in the armor. Well, I'm in my late 50s. I'm in my last year of 50. And one of the things that I learned now is I still didn't make any mistakes. It's all good. What I did was had the opportunity to get a lot of learning. Now I can start doing some teaching. So look on the better side of everything that you do. Everything that happens every minute of every day is a reason for you to understand the benefit of what you need to do, what you have done, or what you haven't done. Now, it's totally up to you to make sure that you are the one that takes action to better yourself. Every week here on Workshop Wednesday, I just get excited about all the things that we get to do. And one of the things that I'm talking about every week is the Volume 2 of Share Your Message with the World. It's a compilation book that we did last year, Volume 1, international bestseller. And what we've done is we've gotten people to tell their journeys in life, their testimonies, how they got to where they are. Nobody really cares about what you do until they understand who you are. So if you're looking to share your story, tell your testimony, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can come on the show, workshop-wednesdays.com, and, bring your stuff to the listening base. We have a lot to offer with that. We can market you all around the world. If you're looking to tell it in a book and you just don't think that your story is important enough, I want to talk to you, because everybody's story is very important. What's even more important is that you tell it, so people can understand more about who you are, and you can recognize how blessed you've been throughout your life. The other thing is, we're always looking for people to host their own radio show here on the Tough Talk Radio Network, how you can gain access to the world through the Internet. Reach out to me, Tony at TonyGambone.com. You can go to ToughTalkRadioNetwork.com, find the list of shows weekly here. And we just put up some new stuff on the services that we do. So there's an opportunity if you're that podcaster out there who's looking for a platform. Well, hey, guess what? We have included you in the package. Check us out. You can call into the show at 347-989-1363. Press 1 if you have a question, want to join the conversation. Just listen by phone if you're traveling and you're not by your computer, or you can find us on iTunes, iHeart, Spreaker. Just type it in. We'll pop up in the Google search bar. Check us out. We look forward to meeting you. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to bring up my first guest, a young lady by the name of Maura Sweeney, who is doing some incredible things, and we're going to be talking about something she's doing this week that is, well, in my book, it's a wow factor. I love when I get to meet people that are being recognized in the wow factor. So stay tuned. Fill up your coffee, get another bottle of water. Make sure to get a piece of paper, okay, and a pencil, a Sharpie. Write this stuff down. This is stuff that you're going to be able to take out today and teach others. We'll be right back.
Listen to The Legal Eagle and The Coach each Wednesday from noon to 1 p.m. on Tough Talk Radio Network. Leading local and national experts in business will share their keys to success so that our listening audience can be educated and entertained along the way to becoming all they can be. So whether you're new to business or highly experienced, The Legal Eagle and the Coach with hosts David Alterburn and Brian Kaiser is a great radio program for you. For more information, go to legaleagleandthecoachradio.com.
Live at Choice, where your imagination becomes your reality. If you can imagine it, it's possible. If you can believe it, it's yours. We get it. You're done with the way it is now. You're finished with all the frustration around why you feel stuck and your life isn't working. Imagine what your life would be like if you could have all the answers and see new possibilities. We at Live at Choice choose to make a difference. Live at Choice has developed a proven process and a series of questions that lead participants to the answers they seek, gaining new understanding and self-awareness for both your personal and professional life. If you're ready to get to the life you want, contact us today. Visit liveatchoice.com to get started.
Did you know that an estimated 52 million Americans listened to Internet radio in the last month? Or that weekly Internet radio audience has increased 60% over the last year, and that more than 8 in 10 people are online from any location? Tough Talk Radio Network is a company dedicated to providing a platform that allows opportunities for guests, hosts, and sponsors to market themselves to the Internet radio medium, where they can be heard by millions. To find out how Tough Talk Radio Network can help you, go to toughtalkradionetwork.com.
Okay, welcome back to the show. My name is Tony Gambone. I'm here every Wednesday, 10:30, 11:30 Central Standard Time here on the Tough Talk Radio Network. And as I mentioned, my first guest, a young lady by the name of Maura Sweeney, she is coming to us out of Florida. And one of the things that I'm excited about is she told me this week that she's going to be speaking in the D.C. area, and we're going to be talking about that in a second. Now, she's a coach and an advocate known as Maura for You. She's an author, a speaker, a podcaster. She writes in the Huffington Post. Her mantra is live happy inside out, and she inspires everyone towards that pursuit. So without going any further, I want to welcome Maura to the show. Maura, welcome.
Tony, thank you so much. And I'm cracking up. You're introducing me twice as this young lady. Your audience should know I'm 57. But thank you so much. I do feel very young.
If you look at the picture on your website, okay, there's it's an argument there that you might not win unless people know you personally, because you don't look 57. So anyway, people can go to your website to see that I'm telling the truth by going to mauraforyou.com. It's MAURA, the number 4u.com, the letter U. So, Maura, what I want to do is let everyone find out a little bit about who you are. So I know that you're in Florida, but where are you from originally?
I am originally from New Jersey, northern Jersey, and people would all know it because I used to practically overlook Giant Stadium. But because of my age, it wasn't Giant Stadium back then. We used to call it the Meadowlands or the Dumps. So I would overlook New York City as a child, and I was probably 10 minutes away from it, went to school up in Massachusetts. I've lived here in Florida with my husband probably for over 30 years. But here's the thing, Tony, everything I do probably goes back to my mantra, living happy inside out. As a little girl, I loved the Jersey Shore. I loved being around people, but I was a warm weather person. So I remember as soon as the leaves started falling off the trees thinking, oh my gosh, I need to move somewhere where the sun is shining, where I could get to the water, put my feet in the sand, see a few palm trees. And wouldn't you know, I eventually got down here after I finished my studies. But the other piece that maybe your audience would want to hear, since I am all about living happy from the inside out, and I'm a storyteller, so we all have our stories. You referenced that before. And when we hear people's stories, we find our own stories in them. Different details, but we get the same feeling. When I was brought up, I was always I would say an idea person. I was a free spirit, creative, and yet I was brought up to be purely an academic-minded person.